This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So far, whatever we discussed in the previous in the previous overview sessions, we were trying to understand what is SAP FICO, how SAP FICO looks like, what you need to understand, what we need to do before you get into SAP FICO to get trained or to become a consultant. Now, since we are towards the end of our overview or demo sessions, we'll try to understand, we'll try to have a clear clarity on what
Hi,
exactly you
we
will be
can't hear
learning.
anything.
Am I not audible?
Audible, sir. Audible, sir. Audible.
Yes, sir.
This conference will now be recorded.
All right. So I was saying in the previous overview sessions, we had a discussion. We understood about what is SAP FICO, what we need to know to become a consultant or to understand about SAP FICO. Since we are approaching towards end of our overview sessions, we will try to understand what exactly you will be learning in this course and what will be your approach towards we move forward to become a consultant or to get your job in SAP FICO. Few points that you'll have to understand. Those who are not talking, please be on mute strictly. Okay. So first thing what we will do is in SAP, you will be able to understand. We will understand in SAP ECC, first point. And second one, we will be able to understand SAP S4 HANA. Third one, you will also understand SAP Public Cloud. These 3 points you will be having clear understanding during your training. So that tomorrow when you go to the market for applying any kind of interview, for attending any interview, you will be comfortable with SAP ECC, SAP S4 HANA, SAP Public Cloud. If you know these 3 points clearly, if you are able to understand these 3 points properly, you can go attend interview anywhere, you can go work in any environment in the real world. Any company, any project, anywhere you go, if you are aware of these 3 points properly, it is sufficient to manage in any project. And on these 3 areas, you will be having sufficient understanding, sufficient knowledge in these sessions. Your prime focus is on SAP S4 HANA. This is where we will be practicing. You can call it as on-premise or private cloud. This is what we will be doing hands-on practice in the on-premises system or in the private cloud system. Parallelly, you will be understanding what is ECC, how things will happen in ECC, what are the changes between ECC to S4. Wherever there are changes, I will show both the screens side by side. You will be seeing SAP ECC functionality. You will also be looking at SAP S4 HANA functionality so that tomorrow when somebody is asking, you can easily tell and you will have that mindset. Okay, in ECC, this is how things are working. In S4 HANA, this is how things are working. These are the changes which you will practically see on the system. And finally, you will also understand what is SAP Public Cloud. If you notice, everybody in the market talks about public cloud project or public cloud. This is pre-configured system provided by SAP. Most of the things are already set up within SAP. And you just need to do minimal configuration through CBC. And then you'll have to ensure that you will be taking assistance or guidance help from SAP by raising incident to them, and then you will be assisted. Certain configurations will be done by SAP, certain configurations will be done by you, and you will ensure how these things are working in public cloud. Meaning, when you are getting it trained, you need to make sure within your training duration, whatever 4 to 5 months which we will be spending, you need to ensure you are comfortable with all these areas. That comfortness, that confidence, that knowledge is what you will be getting by joining our training. And all the things, whatever you get, is completely practical. We will not do anything theoretical. I will leave theory for you, because theory you can read anywhere, anytime. That you have to do it. Concept, practically what things you have to do, how things will happen in a project is what you will understand here. Now, if you look at these points, if you go to SAP logon, you will be understanding SAP ECC. Okay, we will understand what is SAP ECC, how ECC works. First point. Second point, you will also work on SAP S4 HANA system. SAP ECC you will work, SAP S4 HANA you will work. You will practically understand the differences, changes between ECC to HANA. Then you will also work on public cloud. Not practically, because public cloud you will not get server outside. But I will make you understand with the help of the online tutorial provided by SAP. If you look at it, this is public cloud tutorial, self-learning things provided by SAP. These things I will make you understand, and I will tell you how these configurations are done in ECC, how these configurations are done in S4, how this will be done in public cloud. Then you will be understanding what are all this using Fiori application. Each point, how we will be doing it in Fiori, you will have clear understanding. If you go to AP, AR, whatsoever, how each point is working, you will have clear understanding in both ECC, S4, and then public cloud. So that tomorrow when you go to the market, you will stand confidently in front of anyone. And that should be your target. Because when there is a requirement, there is no rule that it is supposed to be only on ECC, it is supposed to be only on S4, or it is supposed to be on private public cloud. It can be anything. Make sure with your knowledge, with your confidence, you can work in any project. Plan in such a way, put your effort in such a way, you are competent enough when you go to the market. You have sufficient knowledge, you have sufficient content with you, with which you will ensure that yes, I can easily get the job. That confidence has to come from you. Not that no problem, you will get the job. It's not I am pushing you. It is something that you have to realize, I think I can get job anywhere. I think now I'm capable to clear any interview. I think I am now confident enough to work in any project. That confidence you have to gain. Okay. And this is one point. These three environments you will be understanding. Also, you will be understanding SAP Fiori points. You will also be understanding SAP Fiori. What is SAP Fiori? How we will use Fiori? What entries are performed in Fiori? How reports are coming in Fiori? What kind of tiles are available in Fiori? What is your analytical cloud? What are your fact sheets? All these kind of things you will be understanding. And then, apart from your regular points, whatever you do. When I say apart from regular points, what we do, I'm talking about, we are all aware, configuration, GL, AP, AR and all. Beyond that, we will be segregating each point into different practical scenario. And then those scenarios we will be executing. And in those scenarios, you will be working with different assignments. The way you get the requirement from your client in your project, in the similar way, I will give the requirements. I will explain the concept. I will show the concept with one company code. Then clearly I will write the requirements the way you do it in a project. Then you will be working on those requirements in such a way that you are in a project. In this activity, in this assignment, I will make you understand how to take naming a convention, how to prepare the documentation, what kind of documents we will be preparing in a real environment, and how each document looks like. I will show some samples, practical documents, and similarly, you will be preparing the documentation. Meaning, when you're working on any configuration of any topic, of any functionality, you should know from starting point till ending point. When we say starting point till ending point, you need to understand, in case if it is any kind of implementation project or rollout project, what will be the approach? In case if it is a support project, what will be the approach? Because in case if it is any implementation project or any rollout project, we don't require CR, or I'll say CR is not required. In case if you are working on support project, CR is required. What are we referring by CR here?
Change request.
We are referring to a change request. We are referring to a change request when we say CR here. You need to understand change request, how change request works, because one practical point which all of you have to remember is when you go to the market, when you get a job, chances are very, very high that you will be joining in a support project. Majority of the chances you will be working in a support project. Reason, anybody who takes you in the project initially directly may not place you in implementation. You may be placed in support project for initial days. When you're in a support project, SAP is already implemented there. Client is already using SAP. You need to understand the SAP system on your own. Client is already using SAP and you need to understand SAP on your own. When we say understand SAP on your own, understand SAP that is implemented for your specific client. All the config, everything is already available. You should know how to log into SAP, how to get their implemented SAP points. What process is implemented? At least we have to be in a position to put our own effort. And then understand, okay, this is what is implemented, this is what their business process. That confidence is mandatory for everybody. Not that somebody will make me understand, somebody will share the documentation, somebody will give KT and all. Don't have any kind of these expectations and do not depend on these points. Make sure you are self-confident enough to get all this information on your own from any SAP system. Okay. And in case if it is implementation project, you don't need CR because you are going to do all the implementation, all the configuration based on blueprint. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
All the configuration, whatever we do, is based on blueprint document or solution design document. When you are working on support project, you don't get any blueprint there. You will get BRD, business requirement document. You will get business requirement document. Based on the business requirement, you will have a change request. You'll have to create a change request. Based on the change request, you have to initiate your config. And the way you do the configuration in the implementation project, the way you do the configuration in the support project, there are differences. Though the screen is the same, T code is the same, but there is a difference. The way you configure the system in implementation, the way you configure in the support project, there are differences which you have to understand. Don't think that, okay, if I have to create, for example, new GL account group, in implementation I will create same way, in support I will create same way. Yes, configuration is the same. Only the configuration is the same. Logic, approach is completely different. Logic is different, approach is different in case of implementation, in case of a support, which you need to understand. How you will take a change request forward until the closure of it. No matter which application you are using, no matter which tool you are using. There are so many tools out in the market. When we say there are so many tools, we are referring to which tool? Ticketing tool. You have Jira, you have ServiceNow, you have so many XYZ tools available in the market. Any client can use any application, any tool, it's their choice. And you should not focus on how this tool will look like, what is this, what is that, not required. Because you're a FICO consultant, focus on FICO area. And later on, these things you can easily understand. 1 hour is more than sufficient for you to understand any ticketing tool. 1 hour is more than sufficient for you to understand any ticketing tool. But understand this process in such a way. Assume that tomorrow somebody is asking, or I am only asking you tomorrow, that we are already using SAP FICO. We are already working on SAP FICO. Currently, we are working on so and so thing. Let's say we are working on taxation only. Now, as per government regulations, today is what, 25th April. Let's say effective 1st May 2025, government is changing tax on so and so items from 12% to 8%. Possible or not? From 1st May onwards,
It's
on
possible.
selected things, government is changing the tax from 12% to 18%. When you get these kind of changes, are you informed by government on 1st May or 29th April midnight, or they will give well in advance information? They will let you know, they will release the notification to the public well in advance, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Effective 1st May, this will be the change. Now, when you get this change, your client will notify you that, dear SAP consultant, this is the change that is coming into the picture, that is valid effective 1st May. Please make necessary changes in the system. Wherever system is currently calculating 12% tax, you need to ensure it is calculating 8% tax. Then you need to know what to do. And you should not think, oh, it's okay, you just go there, change 12 to 8. You should know how you have to do it, what will be the impact if you do in what way. Without knowing this, if you go directly do it, you are making a mistake. It's a risky task. It is a risky task. And there might be certain screens, there might be certain settings. In short, everybody is aware of integration related setting. Right? For example, we have, assuming that I am again a client, I am again a user. Okay. Now we are using a new process. We are using a new process for the material in which a new GL account to be added. In which a new GL account to be added. When I go to FIMM integration OBYC, let's say some for anything, a different account to be used. You know that this is where it is used. Go to BSX or anything, put any chart of account, and let's say in this configuration settings are already maintained. And it is working perfectly fine. From the last 2 years, from the last 5 years, from the last 10 years, from the last 1 year, 6 months, client is working successfully without any issue, without any problem. Now they had additional requirement where new GL account to be mapped here on a different condition. Without knowing how exactly this is to be done, if you make any corrections here, knowingly or unknowingly, okay, like anything you do, you go inside, you put any account here. If you make any changes here, system will give these kind of a prompts. You will get this kind of a prompt message. Most common habit of all of us, whenever you get any pop-up, you just press enter. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Most common, unknowingly we will do it, not knowingly. And here, what system is trying to do? The current account determination will be what?
Deleted.
Deleted. Okay, now what I will do, I will click on this again. Which option is selected by default? Where is that circle highlighted? Yes, no, cancel. Which one?
Yes.
It is by default circled yes. If I press enter, this is saved. Again, this deletion again circled yes. So if I press enter, is this okay or it is not okay?
Not okay, sir.
Not okay.
Not okay. Meaning you need to understand when you'll have to put a tick, when you'll have to remove a tick. What I'm doing, I'm just removing a tick. Am I right? Nothing I'm doing. except removing a tick, having a huge impact or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
These things is what you have to slowly understand. What are we doing? Why we are doing it? What will be the impacted? And do I need to do it, or I need to take any confirmation from anybody, or do I need to check with any of my senior? You need to understand. Blindly don't take decisions. You may be hearing that nothing will happen if A is not working, B is working. Here everything is getting deleted. Forget about A, B. A is gone, B is also gone. At the end, we are also gone. When everything is a simple, straightforward, I don't need to tell you, you don't need to know it from me, you will do it on your own. Whatever you can do it on your own with your knowledge, with your improvement, those things you have to do it on your own only. That is where you feel confident. Wherever you feel, yes, I think these are all the situations, these are all the scenarios where I have to be careful, I have to be conscious. Those points we will be specifically looking at. Okay, this is one point. For example, if you look at any other point, let's say any other thing, if you take, and here also similar thing, if you click on any changes like this, if you make any changes here, whatever the accounts that you are adding, sometimes what will happen in this kind of a screen, you have to be very careful while adding. If you don't add in a proper way, existing accounts will be removed, only your account will remain. You will never realize it, because according to us, you need to add an account, you are adding in one account and you are saving it. But in backend, what is happening? System is replacing all the accounts with the new account. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
The behavior of the system will be different in different screen, and you need to understand that. Don't apply every logic everywhere. Make sure, look at the screen, look at the scenario, understand the requirement, accordingly act. That's where your consulting skill comes into the picture, where you need to do what? You need to understand. Before you do anything on system, look at the requirement, look at what is there in the system currently, and then accordingly take a call. If something is already there, how I will add it further? If nothing is there, then how I will set it up? And once any config that you're doing, if it is fine that you are able to do it, you need to make sure, this functionality, how do I test it? Configuration, you will do it. Configuration, I will also do it. Nothing innovative in it. But how do I test my configuration? How do you test your configuration? That is where the total game lies on. That's how you'll have to play with the system. I did some setting. How do I test if it is working fine or not? Meaning I need to know anything that I did in the system, let it be any config or any change. I should know what was the requirement. And this requirement must be documented somewhere. And this requirement must be approved by some authorized person. Authorized person mean in every project you would have heard something called approval metrics. Anybody heard approval metrics terminology?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right? In every project you will have approval metrics. In every project you will have escalation metrics. Anybody heard this one also, escalation metrics?
Yes, sir.
These are common in every project. Meaning you cannot take anybody's confirmation in the project. You have dedicated candidate, primary and secondary. For example, you want to get any approval. Simple, you are working in a company, you wanted to take leave tomorrow. Can you take permission from your friend and then go on leave tomorrow?
No, sir.
You have to take permission from your reporting manager, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You'll have to take permission from your reporting manager. What if your reporting manager is not available? You'll have to take their reporting manager, your boss, your manager or your senior manager. You will have A will approve your leave. If A is not available, B will approve the leave, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If A is not there, does not mean that you cannot take leave because A is not there, right? If A is not there, then what is the alternative? That is your primary and then secondary. And let's say you are asking for some information. You are asking me for a long time that this issue is there, that issue is there. I'm not responding, I'm not solving your problem. Then you will take it to the next level. That is where you are escalating the matter. We are facing so and so problem. We are checking with Ajay from last 3 days, but he is not responding or he is not solving the problem. Issue is still not resolved. Please resolve it at the earliest. You will loop or you will send it to my boss. Yes or no? Can we call it as escalation matrix?
Yes.
And when you are working in any project, this is mandatory for you to know. And not necessary everybody will make you understand all this point in the project. It is your initiative to ask the question and get the information. It is your initiative. And when you do any configuration, for example, if I put any config, okay, when I do a save, and when I create any TR here, when I create any TR, you should know what should be the TR description. We should know what should be the TR description and how it is supposed to be created, because we follow naming convention, we follow nomenclature for every point in the project. Let it be support, let it be rollout, let it be implementation, there will be a naming convention. You cannot create description the way you want it. You'll have to follow some guidelines provided by the project team, which you need to ask. When you do a practice, you will put whatever comes in your mind. Am I right? As the description?
Yes, sir.
But in the project, whatever comes in your mind, you cannot do it. You'll have to put clear-cut description that you should know. Every project has a naming convention. You need to ask, are we following any naming convention for TR description? If yes, understand how to create it. If not, it's okay. You create in a systematic, meaningful manner. Small points, but will make huge difference when you're in any project. One side of your system will clearly tell them that this guy does not have any experience in SAP. Just one side. Because the way you're working, the way you're looking at the system is completely not relevant to what a consultant has to do. These things you need to understand, and then you also need to understand how TRs are moved. When you do any configuration, where you will do the config, what is your client system landscape, where you need to test, what is the client number, all these things you need to understand. Don't expect somebody will install, somebody will set up, nobody will do it. You have to do everything on your own. They will simply give you connection properties or connection screenshot, add it on your own. Don't tell, can you please tell me how to add it? You should know how to add it. If you are not aware, then they got their answer that what kind of a background are we coming from. And similarly, if you go to the market, majoritarily what projects you will find? ECC or S4 HANA?
As per HANA.
Yes, sir.
If you go to the market, most of the projects that you find are S4 HANA project. Make sure you are comfortable on S4 HANA system. When I say you are comfortable on S4 HANA system, on S4 HANA, there are two things you need to understand. You need to be familiar with the GUI. When you are comfortable, when you are familiar with the GUI, the screen that you are seeing on my system now is called as SAP GUI or SAP GUI. On this SAP GUI, if you are able to work, you can work on ECC, you can work on S4 HANA, both are same. You will not find any difference. GUI for ECC, GUI for S4 HANA are the same. I think ECC is currently down. Yeah. What you're seeing on my left side is S4, on right side is ECC. Any change you are able to see? Both are same, right? I used the same logon pad.
Yes, sir.
Alright, and this, if you're able to work, you can handle both ECC project, you can handle both S4 HANA project. Don't think that ECC something different, S4 HANA something different. Concept remains the same. Some functionalities are simplified. That's it, which you will easily understand in the class itself. I will make you understand where changes are there, how these changes are working. Practically, we will see side by side. Same thing we will do it in ECC. Same thing we will do it in S4. Side by side, we will see the output from both. You will understand, okay, this is how it is working in ECC. This is how it is working in S4. Tomorrow, somebody is asking you, let's say, what are the changes from ECC to HANA? You can practically tell what you see in this class. You don't need to Google, read from Google or any other XYZ content. Don't read that. See practically, feel practically, and then talk practically. Then the way you talk is completely different. You're not talking Google content. You're talking something that you have practically seen. If they ask why this, you have the justification, you have the answer. Reason you have seen from starting point till ending point in both ECC and S4. Key points, whatever we need to know, only those key points we will talk. And when you're talking about S4 HANA system, you should know how to log into S4 HANA Fiori system. And in any project, you will be given this URL link. In every project, you will get this URL link. This is nothing but Fiori link. In the system landscape, you get development, quality, production. And you will get separate link for development. You will get separate link for quality. You will get separate link for production. Everybody knows how to add favorites, how to add bookmark in the browser.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, you will put this link, you will click on add to favorite, or you will click on add it to bookmark, and then you will get bookmark here. When you click on it, automatically you will get the SAP Fiori logon pad. You don't need to copy paste URL every time. Put this one time, save it to the bookmark or save it as a favorite. Next time on the browser directly you can see. And you'll have to log in here. And when you're looking at it, the way it looks like, the way your public cloud looks like are the same. Most of you would have heard something called public cloud, right?
Yes, sir.
Especially in the current market, most of you would have heard something related to public cloud. It looks the same. It is in fact exactly the same. Screen what you're looking at now is Fiori from SAP S4 HANA on-premise or Fiori from S4 HANA private cloud. Now, if you look at this one, for example, if I go to, let's say, accounts payable, okay, if I look at viewing supplier line item, now this screen, whatever you see, is SAP public cloud screen. Which screen?
Public cloud.
The crowd
Public
screen.
cloud screen.
SAP public cloud. Look at the screen here. Look at the screen and look at the user interface. And this screen, whatever you're seeing now, is called as SAP private cloud screen. Is it exactly the same or minor changes are there?
Minor changes are there, sir.
So is it public cloud or private cloud? Both are same.
Some differences are there. Now, this is where you see all the colors. This is your public cloud. And this one is your private cloud. This is private cloud. This is public cloud. Small changes will be there, which you have to understand. And any app that you see, it will work exactly the same. The application is exactly the same. Application is exactly the same. All you need to do is you need to understand how these are working. Only the logic, only the concept you need to understand. Once you get this logic, once you get the concept, it is straightforward. You can work on anything. You have something called manage supplier line items here. If I go here, let me see if I have this report tile enabled or not. That tile is not here. Let me show a tile which is activated here. If I come back to this, I'll show the other points. And when somebody is asking you about different other points, these are all the points that you'll have to talk. Like people might be asking month-end activities. People might be asking you about what things you worked on, what you did in GL, AP, AR and all. These are all the things, and everything is represented as a test case or as a test scenario. In this, if I go to, let's say, something I want to show you with which you will feel how exactly these are working. Allocation I don't want. Finance operations only, AR, automated. I don't have what days. Okay, I have this journal entries. Vendor related are currently not activated in our Fiori, which I'll get activated. Or if you see this, simply this one, migration cockpit. Most of you must be understood, or most of you would have heard something related to data migration, how you will do data migration in public cloud, how you will do data migration in ECC, how data migration happens in private cloud. In any cloud, whether it is public cloud or it is private cloud or any S4 HANA system from 2020 onward, you will be working on MYD or migrate your data or migration cockpit. This you will be using to work on or to upload the legacy data into SAP. If I come back, probably if I pick something where I can compare both. If I go to this, it's not opening, one sec. And most of you would have seen the bank statement or BRS. You would have understood BRS.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
need to understand
Yes.
how this BRS happens in public cloud. And these are all the tutorials, these are all the processes that are provided by SAP. This is how in any public cloud project, things are executed by the user. And because you don't get public cloud server outside, the way you get the SAP practices server, public cloud, you will not get that way. You will not get public cloud for your practice the way you get your ECC S4. So what SAP did, SAP had provided these things. These are all self-learning portals with which only if you know what is SAP FICO, you can understand this. If you do not know SAP FICO, you will not understand this. Because it is very simple. If you know SAP FICO configuration, and if you look at this SAP FICO public cloud, your effort is less than 50%. Because this is not for the big clients, right? This is only for small clients. Am I right? This is for small client, public cloud, point number one. Point number two, this is all pre-configured system. Everything almost set up by the SAP. Only the selected points you'll have to define and assign it to your company codes. And how you will do it, you will understand slowly as we move forward. High level, you will have sufficient knowledge, sufficient understanding with which you can confidently tell to anyone that you are capable enough to work even in public cloud project. At the end, what is required, your confidence matters, whether you know or you do not know. What you're learning, what you're capable of doing, once you go to the market is more important. You'll have to look at it, this role from finance. In finance, you have closing activities, finance operations, advanced accounting and financial closure, cost management and profitability analysis, enterprise risk and compliance, treasury management. If you understand these points, it is easy for you to work. It is easy for you to tell that you are capable to work in any environment. That confidence you have to get. That knowledge you'll have to get. And these points is what we primarily focus in your training. Meaning, when you go to the market, when you talk to a FICO consultant, you have to be feeling comfortable. That's it. That should be your target. When you go to the market, when you talk to a FICO consultant, and I'm not talking, or I'm not saying that you talk to your friend who is learning SAP FICO like you, don't talk to them. There's no point you compare with your friend. It's of no use you're comparing yourself with your friend who is learning SAP FICO. Compare yourself with your friend, with person who is working on SAP FICO as a consultant. Compare your knowledge with a FICO consultant knowledge and then see whether you're able to at least match or not. That's where you will feel your actual knowledge. That's where you will realize whether you are competitive enough or not in the market. Otherwise, it is like you are assuming something. When you go to the market, something else will happen. You will never be confident, you will never be comfortable on the things that are expected from you. These things you will be understanding in short, if I have to tell. And on Fiori, you will be comfortable. On GUI, you will be comfortable. On public cloud, you will have sufficient understanding. And you will also have these support tickets, or most of you will be talking about incidents and then tickets, right? Where you will get this? In which project?
Support
Support project.
In this support project. One is a support project. We will also have something called hypercare support.
Yes, sir.
Anybody heard hypercare support? The moment
yeah,
implementation is
following.
completed, for first 1 month or for first 2 to 3 months, the team who implemented SAP will provide the support. That is your hypercare support. And once hypercare support is done, then project will be moved to permanent support. In short, you will call it as AMC project, right? It will be a permanent support project. And here is where you will get incident ticket. Incident ticket is nothing but issue faced by the user. Let it be data related, let it be transaction related, let it be any additional requirement, understanding related problem, whatever. A user is facing some problem is your issue. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Not necessary that issue is always related to config. Not necessary it is always related to data entry, master, or your report, or their understanding, or there sometimes there is no issue. Network issue is also a problem. Different reasons will be there. You need to understand, accordingly provide solution. On every topic, I will show you so many tickets. All the possible errors that I will show, each error that we are discussing, each error that you are looking at is represented as a possible ticket in a project. Tomorrow when you're attending interview, you will be definitely questioned about what kind of a tickets you solved. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Most of us will be questioned what kind of a ticket you solved.
Yes.
And what surprisingly all of us will do, we will Google SAP FICO support tickets. You will ask your friend, tell me some tickets. And if you really practiced SAP FICO, if you really configured SAP FICO, you don't need to ask tickets to anybody. You're asking this question after practicing SAP, meaning something is wrong in your practice. Meaning something is wrong. Reason, if you practiced properly, you would have got so many errors. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
While posting the entries, while looking at the report, while creating master. If you blindly followed configuration document, video or XYZ content, you will never understand what is ticket. You will never understand what is incident. Because your focus is only on copy paste. Copy paste like copy the video, copy the document, listen to what your friend is telling, see what is there in Google, do it, and they say that okay, issues, forget about issue, I'm getting an error. Most of us will tell that I'm getting an error. During our practice, most of us will get errors or not.
Yes, sir.
And these errors are nothing but your tickets. And you need to understand what can be a possible ticket, what is not a possible ticket. Not every error is a ticket. Because when you're doing it for the first time. Am I right? When you're learning SAP FICO, you're setting up SAP for first time. You're posting entries, looking at the report for the first time. Definitely you will have understanding problems.
Yes, sir.
Definitely we will have understanding related problem. Some silly mistakes also we will make. Some silly doubts also we will get. Initially it is okay. But you have to see it from a practical point of view. If I'm in hypercare support, what kind of tickets I will get? If I'm in a regular support project, what kind of tickets I will get? That you need to understand. And these tickets you need to clearly talk. They validate tickets in the interview. Simple things. User is getting this error. He raised a ticket. If those kind of simple issues you're talking, then the system is not stable. First, what you will do, SAP FICO implementation. Is this correct? First point.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And once this is done, then you have SAP FICO system stabilization. Stabilization means whenever you do implementation, this is based on the initial requirement, initial business requirement. Later on, when your client is actually starting to use the system, because they will tell the requirement and you will configure it when you do the testing and all, it is not end-to-end testing. It is not end-to-end testing, it is only functionality testing, whether system is working or not as per our functionality. That is why they will test. When they actually start using it, different scenarios will come that they did not explain you at the beginning. Am I right? And there will be some changes in the company. There will be some changes in the policy. Due to different reasons, different changes will come. Different issues will come because of different XYZ reason. You need to first work on stabilizing the system. When you're stabilizing the system, meaning all the users are comfortable with the SAP and the basic day-to-day operations are happening without any issues. Am I correct?
Yes,
For
sir.
example,
Yes,
I
sir.
wanted to create a master. There should not be any problem in creating a master. I am posting the entries, data entry, GL, AP, AR, cash, bank, whatever. There should be no problem in posting the entry. I am generating some report. The basic reports that I need for my day-to-day reporting should come without any problem. Initially, at these three levels, there will be issues, there will be gap, there will be additional requirement. Then these are not currently set up in system. You will take them up as part of your system stabilization. And later on, you need to work on SAP FICO system improvement. Most of you would have heard this system improvement in the support projects. Anybody heard?
Yes.
Those who are working the system improvement? You'll have to suggest the improvements. Currently, we are using
Yes, sir.
SAP from last 5 years. 5 years back, whatever the report I'm using, now also I'm using the same report. 5 years back, I am spending 5 minutes for posting an entry. Now also I am spending 5 minutes for SAP posting. 5 years back, my users are the same. Now also same. Meaning, as you move forward, as you grow, there should be improvement. Yes or no? It should not be the same,
Definitely.
right? You'll have to simplify the system. You'll have to automate the system. You'll have to ensure instead of one user sitting and preparing a report, just by one click, make sure the report is coming. Instead of user sitting and entering data one by one, make sure you automate it. How these kind of improvements you can bring in the system, you need to understand. As a FICO consultant, all these are your roles and responsibilities. During the implementation, during the stabilization, during the improvement, you should know what you will do. Because you never know where you will join tomorrow. You never know where you need to provide your consulting service at what level. You need to understand if somebody is asking, is your system stabilized? Don't be confused, don't be blank. They're asking, is your system working without any issues for day-to-day operations? Yes, everything is working fine, users are matured. Then you can work on the other points. If system is not stabilized, you're trying to add different configurations, you're trying to make different customization, it will not work. You need to ensure system is stable first. Then you add anything. Then those points you will take it as improvement. These things you need to understand, plus you also need to understand user roles and authorizations. When we're talking about user roles and authorization, you need to understand in SAP, you are logging into the system as a consultant. Your client is also logging into the system as a user. Is that right?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
as
sir.
a consultant, when you log into the system, you can do anything. You can create anything, change anything, pull anything. Everything is accessible for you. But as a user, is it the same?
No, sir.
No, sir.
It's different, sir.
Right? User will have the limited authorization. User cannot open everything. User cannot see anything. And in the user, how you will set up the roles. If you are working in any project, you must understand this. How roles and authorizations are created. For example, if I am working in AP, I am working in AR, or I am working in GL, I am working in assets, I am working for taxes, or I am working for banking, I am working for cash, and so on. If I am a team member from AP or P2P team, mostly we will talk from P2P team, and I am working in P2P and all. And if I am working in P2P, am I supposed to see how many assets we are having?
No, sir.
No, sir.
If I'm working in P2P, am I supposed to know, or can I check what is our company bank balance?
No.
No, right? Meaning I should have authorization only for my role. My role means as a P2P user, as an accounts payable user, what is my role? You need to understand how roles are segregated in any company. If you look at any end user positions, any user positions, any accountant position, they clearly list that we have a job opening for P2P, O2C, R2R, GL, reconciliation, collections and all, tax and all, because they clearly segregate. These are the users who are working on AP, accounts payable. Within the accounts payable, if somebody is working for master, if somebody is working for master data, then their role is only to create the vendor master or associated AP master. Am I right? If I create a master, am I supposed to create the vendor transaction or I'm not?
Create vendor
Not.
transaction.
If I create vendor, can I create vendor transaction or I cannot?
You can.
Create vendor transaction, sir.
Yeah.
No.
If I create a vendor, can I create the vendor transaction?
No.
No. Right? Can I see the vendor report? Report is possible because it is only display. For example, in transaction, if I'm creating invoice, if I create invoice, can I also create payment?
No, finance will get payment. No.
No. No. So it's
Right?
a
If I
different route.
create invoice, I should not create the payment. Now, when I know that I should not create payment, I should not have the authorization also. If I try to enter the payment screen, system should give an error. You are not authorized. It should not open for me. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Who
Yes,
will
sir.
take care of this? Who has to take care of it? FICO
Basis.
consultant. Who is FICO consultant? We are FICO consultant. Basis does not know. You have to tell the basis for this role, please include this authorization, remove this authorization. Whatever we inform to the basis, accordingly basis consultant will do this authorization check. Basis alone they will not do it because they do not know how to check, they do not know what authorization to give. Basis is not FICO, right? They do not know which user will do what. You need to prepare roles and authorization metrics, and you'll have to create a template, you'll have to create a file in which you have to sit with the user client, ask them what kind of data entry they are doing, how they are segregating the duty. And most of you would have heard something called SOD, conflict. Anybody heard this? Segregation of duties should
No, sir.
not be a conflict. Meaning, I have authorization to invoice posting screen. I also have authorization to payment posting screen. This is not supposed to there. Meaning, I should not have authorization to both invoice and payment. If I have it, something is wrong. Because in every company, there will be audit, internal audit, external audit, system audit. All these
Yes, sir.
things will happen in every project. Somebody will check, somebody will review everything. Okay, how you are controlling, what controls are there in the system, how do you ensure that your users are not having incorrect authorization, inappropriate authorization, how your roles are created. What if somebody is asking you in your interview or in your project somewhere, how did you design your roles in your current project, in your previous project, or in any SAP FICO project? How do you segregate the role? How do you create the role? Can we tell no, we don't do it, this is all done by basis? No, right?
No.
You have to provide the input. Only then basis will create a role. Then how do you create a role? To create a role, there should be a logic, right? Because you have different module. If I am working in FI, I should know that I have to create a role starting from ZFI. How I should start my role? I have to start my role with ZFI. And if I am creating any role specific only to Fiori, then I may have to put something like Z Fiori. You should have basic fundamental understanding so that tomorrow when you talk to somebody, they can relate it. Okay, yes, this is how we create a role. He is able to understand. If some user is giving an error stating that I am trying to process so and so, but I am getting this error, you are not authorized, so and so thing is happening. Or let's say, whenever I am looking at or whenever I am posting any entry, let's say I am posting a document. I am posting a document. Everybody is aware there is something called profit center, cost center. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Cost
Yes.
centers or profit center. Now, while posting the entry, if I try to put cost center, it is not taking. If I try to open the cost center list, system is not giving any list. For example, if I show like this, Like you'll find different fields. If I take profit center, if I enter, some list is coming or not?
Yes, sir.
Alright, assuming I am a user who joined newly, but when I open this, nothing is coming for me. No profit center is displayed. Then I cannot make them on my own, right? As a user, what I will do, I will take the screenshot, send it to the consultant. I am unable to see the profit center list while posting the entry. But my friend is able to see. In short, you are able to see the profit center list for the same screen, but I'm not able to see with my user ID. Definitely some authorization error. I'm missing some
Yes,
authorizations
sir.
Yes,
that
sir.
you need to see.
Confirmation.
Right? Then don't directly go and create the profit center. Tell me which profit center you want. I will go and create the profit center. See, you will see the profit center. Then you are making a big mistake. Meaning we are not in a position to understand the problem, and then we are not in a position to think before you give any solution. You'll have to think once. What could be the possible reason? Is everything okay from system? Is everything okay from authorization? Then only let me think further. Sorry. Then only you should think further. Whether we are able to think in that way or not, we'll have to question. If profit center is not coming, no problem. Tell me the profit center, I will create. If I'm going and create, I'm creating a big problem. Currently, there is no problem, but I'm going and creating a profit center because user is not able to see a profit center. Instead of solving problem, I'm creating problem. Like this, you will find so many issues, small things, but will have very huge impact. Having said, I have worked so many years, I have experience and all. I cannot say I do not know how to check authorization. You'll have to check where you need to go to SU 53. Check if there is any authorization fail. You get any list here or it is blank?
Blank.
This is blank, meaning there is no authorization fail. Whatever the screen that I tried to access previously, it is working fine. I don't have any missing authorization. If there is any, you will find list here. And here you can check your own one. If you want to check other user, you'll have to click on this icon, other user. Put your user ID, press enter, then you will see what authorization they are missing. Then you need to check accordingly which authorization object is missing, what exactly are they trying to do. Can you assign a new role? Is he authorized to use that role? Accordingly, you'll have to take specific approval and then get it assigned. Nobody will tell you, you have to know on your own. Meaning these are the basic fundamentals that a FICO consultant must know. When you go to the market, you cannot tell, I do not know this. These are all not config, but this is all mandatory. For example, I am looking at a report. Let's say if I look at any report, if I look at any report, now look at this report clearly. This has got some entries posted in it.
Yes, sir.
If you look at this report, what is this account name?
Cash.
Cash account. What is the balance in cash account?
11903.
This INR value.
961.
961K.
9613.
Debit or credit?
Credit balance.
Credit balance.
Can cash contain a credit balance? Can you show credit cash balance?
The debit balance.
Negative cash.
Debit balance.
Negative
Debit
cash
balance.
balance is possible or not possible?
Not possible. AP it will be there.
It has to be strictly debit balance. It is impossible to get credit cash balance. Am I correct?
Sir. Yes, sir.
right? We'll have to apply the basic accounting also. Now, these kind of activities you will be given. When you look at the report, you will look at not only the report, output is coming, number is coming, I am very good. No, you will look at the number down below. Now, these are all the activities which you will be getting. After doing the activity, you will understand whether the output is okay or not okay. You will understand. Posting is correct, report is working fine, everything is okay, but my accounting is not okay here. Is that true? If you show this, nobody will tell this is correct. Technically, report is working fine, SAP is working fine. But when you see it practically from finance accounting point of view, is the output okay or not okay?
Not okay.
Output not okay. Why not okay?
The amount is not
Simple.
matched.
Cash is showing credit balance. Cash cannot show credit balance, right? Simple fundamental logic. Cash should never have a credit balance. It is impossible. Can you tell that I have minus 200 rupees cash with me? Tell me how much you want. It is as simple as like my pocket is empty. I am telling I have 1000 rupees with me. Can you believe it? My hands are empty. I am telling in my hands I have 1000 rupees. Not possible, right? Cash is always a zero or cash is always positive number. Cash can never be a negative number. If it is happening, then you'll have to see. Then you will understand all these points when you're in learning. You will know what is correct. You will also know what is not correct. Blindly, I will not allow you to post entries. You need to understand. You need to know what you're doing is right or wrong. After putting so many entries, how many entries are here? 19 entries.
19.
Okay, if you show this to anybody, you will get 0 out of 100. Even though you put all effort, your score is 0 out of 100. Down below, out of 10, out of 25, out of 50, out of 100, above is only 0 because it is not correct. I am not concerned about how you posted, how long you took, how much pain you took to post this entry. I don't care. Basic fundamental accounting logic, it is not correct. So when you are posting the entry, don't blindly run the reports. Run the report, understand the report. Tomorrow, if you're doing this testing, your user will not give the sign off for it. Why?
The outcome is
Tomorrow, when
wrong.
you're doing any UAT, user will not give sign off. Without user sign off, you cannot move anything to the production. To user, you cannot tell just ignore this is test data, dummy data. You cannot tell your user client this is test data, dummy data, please confirm it. Can you say this to the user client? This is a dummy data.
No, sir.
In the production, everything will work fine. Don't worry, I'm there. Just approve it. Nobody will do it. First of all, you should not do it. But if you're actually looking, if you're actually thinking like a FICO consultant, from your side, you will only tell this is not correct. If you're not actually thinking like a consultant, you're thinking like a technical person. I posted some entry, no error came. I executed a report, output came. Everything is okay for me. User will check, client will verify this. Then your understanding is wrong. Your thought process is completely incorrect. That you'll have to fix it. Look at the screen the way your user is looking at. Understand the screen the way your client is understanding the system. That's it. Then you will see the difference in you. Simple example, when you look at it, you will find everything is okay. But after seeing the number, something started striking your mind that okay, this is not something that we'll have to see, something else. And in the report, user will ask different other points, how you will incorporate them. Let's say your user is asking a different report. How do you create a report? There are so many reports in standard system.
Sir.
There are so many reports in the standard system. If user is asking for any other custom report, how do you design a custom report? What input you will take from the user, then how you will take it forward. You will directly create a Z report or custom report, or you will check if there is any relevant report is there in system. If anything is available, what is your approach? If nothing is available, what is your approach? How do you get the requirement from the user? How do you prepare a logic for it? How do you prepare functional specification for it? How do you discuss or how do you explain it to the basis, to the ABAP, to get a new role created for the report, and then to get the report created by the ABAP? And how do you test it? How do you create a test data? How do you create a variant for it? And when you're working in a project, these are the things that you will be working on. These are the terminology that you will hear. And you have to be comfortable with this. If you are comfortable with this, anybody is okay to help you in the project. If these are not clear, nobody will help you. Most of the time, people you heard saying, nobody is helping me, right, in the project? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Most of the time, people say, nobody is helping me. Why somebody will help you? According to us, when somebody is helping, it is like your training. Somebody will go, you have to come here, click this one. You see this green color, F3, come back, this will come. We are expecting like this. Spoon feeding, nobody will do it to you. Everybody will tell, check GL report. Check in GL report, that's it. This is my help, I'm helping you check GL report. Don't ask me which T code. When I say check GL report, if you're asking me which T code, I am okay or I'm not okay to get this cross question.
Not okay.
Not okay, right? But this is what is our situation in when we go to the market. That's why nobody will help us. And if I say that check GL report and then you check the report and then you are telling I checked the report but number is coming this, then I see that okay, wait, I'm coming. Then I will come sit with you. I will also see why this is not correct, because I saw you are able to do it. I understood, okay, I told you to check GL report, you check the GL report. You're asking me which T code, how to check, which company code I should put, what data I should run here. You're asking me all the parameters here. Then who will help you? Nobody will help you. Nobody will help you. You're not seeking for help there, you're seeking for training there. Because we're all habituated that way. I want to refer a video, I want to refer the screenshot, material, notes, this kind of thing. Nothing will work in the project. Initially only you need to have that dependency. When you are with me only, you should leave all the dependencies including me. You should not even depend on me as you move forward. You should be self-confident to do it on your own. That is your actual learning. That is your actual improvement. Only when I talk, only when I show you are able to do it, I am not teaching you anything. My teaching output, your learning output is 0. I failed, you failed. You are not paying money to see what I am doing in SAP, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
You are paying money to do it from your side. And when you are stuck, I have to help you out. I have to give instructions, I have to give input. Try this, check that. That's where you will get actual practice. That's where you will get hands-on experience on the system. That is what is required if you want to manage, if you want to work peacefully after getting the job. Otherwise, after getting the job, your actual pain begins, for which you will not find a medicine anywhere. For which you will not find any medicine anywhere. Everywhere, it is all about money, money, money. And everybody will tell, okay, if you're not able to do it, take some support from somebody. Somebody will charge, okay, you pay me 10,000 every month, I will support you. Pay me 20,000 every month, I will support you. Okay, for this specific issue, I want your support. 1,000 rupees is the consulting fees to check that issue. All these things are practically happening in the market. And people are ready to pay. Why they are ready to pay? Because they are acknowledging, they are stamping on their skill set that I am not capable to know this, I do not know this, and I don't know how to learn this also. So I am okay to pay somebody some money to get this sorted out. How long you will do it? One fine day you have to do it, right? And people will easily come to know it is not you who is working on it. If you solve a problem, if somebody is asking what was the problem, what was the issue, what you did, you paid money to somebody, somebody solved that problem, he or she will not tell you. If they tell, you will not come to them next time, right? Agree?
Yes, sir.
It's their money making strategy and you have to be smart. For training you are paying, after getting job you are paying, everywhere you are paying. Meaning we are becoming a businessman. After getting job also you have an employee with you to whom you are paying money every month from your salary. Because you are taking help for your work also. These points you have to eliminate completely. Make sure one-time effort, sit, learn subject properly, then you will not need to worry for anything. You don't need to make any kind of strugglings or sufferings anymore. But you'll have to no other go. Might look scary, but this is not scary. This is very simple. This is very simple because you are looking at all the situations which are practically happening in the project. And when you go to the project, there is nothing beyond this. In fact, you will not come across any situation at the level that we see in our training. It is below that. Meaning you will automatically feel comfortable, you will automatically feel confident. Because if you are able to manage here, if you are able to understand, feel comfortable, get to know, okay, in this situation we'll have to do this, this. When you go to a project, when you're in any interview, when you come across these scenarios, you will not be afraid, you will not be scared. You know how to handle it. Because it is not for the first time. You would have heard different scenarios from me so many times. And after that, nobody can create any fear in you. And you are confident in any situation that you come across. Like this, you'll have to see how you will prepare a functional specification. If it is a new report, if it is a new development, if there is any existing report, if there is any existing development, how you will work on it. If there is a problem, how do you work on it? How do you understand it first of all? There is no document, nobody will make you understand. You cannot read the ABAP program and you may have to depend on ABAP consultant to explain the logic, how the program is written. With a small input, whether you are able to connect the process, question mark. And somebody is asking something like, we are currently using this, we are planning to do this things, please suggest how we can do it. Or your project manager or somebody might ask you to prepare a document on certain process. Maybe somebody is asking you to prepare a document on funds management. Somebody is asking you to prepare a document on DME. Somebody is asking you to prepare a document on asset revaluation. Some functionality which is not currently used by your client and you want your client to use it. And they want you to prepare a document, prepare a small presentation PPT, and then create a setup in the test system with which we can give a presentation demo to the user. And you have to work on it. Can you work on it? And here your project manager, your reporting manager also knows you do not know this. But they will tell you, Google it. They will also tell you, Google it. Because we are not using that in our function, in our project, we need to add it to, to our project, to our client. If you are not aware, you have to know it, you have to learn it. Many new things will come in the market when you're working in the project, and you need to make sure with your current knowledge, you are in a position to gain that knowledge. And whether you have that capability, you have to question yourself. All these things are the matter when you are becoming a consultant. All these things should be the question marks that we have to think and then take a decision. Okay, like this, there are different points, and all these points we will be discussing in your sessions. All these points we will be discussing. In short, whatever is required for you to become a FICO consultant, whatever is required for you to work successfully in a FICO consulting project, let it be implementation, support, rollout, those points alone we will specifically talk. We will specifically do. In short, there are certain things which we don't require as a FICO consultant. There are certain things which are very basics, which you will never come across in project. There are certain things that you can know on your own. Those things we will not be focusing on. We will focus on the areas where you will see right from day one when you get into any project. And with these points, many points in SAP FICO, you can do it on your own. Many things on SAP FICO, you can do it on your own. That level confidence, that level knowledge, you will get it here. Don't go by the content, go by the points that are used by a FICO consultant in a project. Sorry. Go by the points that are used by a FICO consultant in a project and accordingly get yourself comfortable with them. Then you will successful in any project that you join tomorrow. And you will have that confidence. You can easily manage, you can easily perform in any project. There should be no fear when you attend an interview. There should be no fear when you join a company. If you are getting fear to attend interview, something is wrong. If you are getting fear to join a company, after joining a company to go to office, something is stopping you, you are getting scared, something is wrong. Meaning you are not confident with the knowledge that you have. And it is practically not possible for you to learn everything in SAP FICO. Practically impossible. I also do not know everything in SAP FICO. But with your knowledge, with your experience, you will get to know how to work on it. In real time, that is what it is. It has to be a continuous learning. Every client, every user will bring different scenario, different issue, different requirement. Not necessary you have experience on it every time. You'll have to make sure, depending on the requirement, you are in a position to take the requirement, act according to the requirement. For all this, base is your fundamental knowledge on SAP FICO, both accounting and the technical. Then you can understand, you can work on any environment. If you focus on these areas, there is no point you will be scared tomorrow. And focus on this point to see the difference. Practically, you will realize the difference. I don't need to tell, you will realize the difference on your own. Because your thought process will change, the way you look at the system, the way you talk, everything, you will feel the difference. And that is more important for any FICO consultant. Because tomorrow, wherever you go, to whosoever you talk, everybody will judge your knowledge. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When we know everybody is judging our knowledge, testing our knowledge, make sure you are equipping, you're getting the knowledge in that way. Is assuming tomorrow when you go to interview, somebody is checking your knowledge, and make sure in that knowledge test you will pass. Not necessary everybody will talk to you to support you. Many people will talk to you just to demotivate you. You don't know this, you don't know that, you don't know this also. How did you work? All these things nobody will talk. If somebody is telling, you know this configuration very good, they are not actually motivating you, they are actually trying to climb a tree. You will fall down one day. When you realize the reality of the current market, then you will act according to it. And when you don't realize to the current market, and when you are just going by the course content config, nobody can save us, nobody can help us. And it's a big question mark whether we get a job or not with that configuration knowledge. Big question mark. And individually, they will get to know the answer for it. After completing the training, after getting into the interview world, when you start attending 1 or 2 interviews, everybody will realize, okay, my config is helping me or not helping me. After config, after interview, if you join a project, then you will again realize my knowledge is helping me or not. Because clearing interview, anybody can do it even without logging into SAP. You don't even look at SAP screen, still you can clear interview because SAP FICO interview is only for 30 minutes. There are only standard 10 to 15 topics. If you know these 10 to 15 topics, you can talk on this topic. You can easily clear any SAP FICO interview. There is no rocket science, there is no secret behind it, it's open. Ask anybody, even you Google it, you get the same questions in every company interview for FICO. No change. Still, we are not able to clear the interview, meaning there only the answer is. Those who understand the logic, they will get to know what they need to understand. Those who don't understand the logic, it's difficult. Do you really think those who are attending SAP FICO interview, they do not know the interview questions? They do not know the interview topics? They are already aware, right?
Yes.
They already practiced so many times. They already know the questions. They already attended 2-3 interviews. Similar questions are asking in other companies. Still, they are not able to clear the interview. Meaning, something they are missing. Something they are missing. Whatever is missing there, that you need to identify and then make sure these mistakes you will not make. At these points, you will not fail. And those who actually think about SAP FICO consulting a career, only they will understand this. Those who think SAP FICO is SAP FICO, if I practice, it is okay, they will not understand it. And it is okay, it's up to them. And they will realize it practically. At that time, when you get this realization, we can do nothing. Things are out of your hand. Time is gone, money is gone. It's okay, money, you will learn it again, time is gone. You cannot again sit and then learn for another 3 months, 6 months. In fact, you will lose interest. You don't want to do anything further. Forget about SAP FICO, you will not even get interested to learn any other module, any other technology, any other course. Because you have a negativity in your mind. I already learned, it did not work out. I don't think I can do anything. And it has a psychological feeling. And don't get into that feeling. When you know things at the beginning, take a wise decision. Think twice before you take any decision on SAP FICO. Just like that, don't think that I'll join SAP FICO after course, I will get job, all this kind of a thing. This is all a rumor only, it is not real. Only your effort will give you the job, not course completion. All right, any questions so far? You can raise your hands. Mallikarjuna.
Yeah, I am working as a AP manager in one of the MNC. I am supporting to US company. I am having 42 years age. I have already shared with CV with you, and you had also confirmed to me it will work, right? So it's a AP manager. How I can show in my profile like it can be
Now
work,
there
right?
are many companies who will take the user experience in SAP into consulting. Earlier things were different. Unless you have experience on accounting, experience on consulting, there were no jobs. But now the market is open completely.
Okay.
You can show the same experience. You'll have to tell you're currently working as a manager, but not specifically AP. You have to tell you're managing 3-4 clients. And then you'll have to tell in your experience you worked on multiple SAP company, SAP clients on all the areas, GL, AP, AR, everything you'll have to cover. You have to tell you are the one who is giving the requirement to the consultant, and you are the one who is validating the requirement, who is testing this requirement, who is giving sign off.
Yeah. And
And you'll
up
have to
to
tell,
yeah.
and you'll have to tell based on all this, I developed interest in SAP, then I got trained in SAP. Don't tell that you got trained now. Tell that you got trained in SAP maybe a couple of years ago only.
Yeah.
and then say that at that time people were not taking me into consulting because I had no FICO experience, consulting experience. But now the market is open because of all the public cloud and all. You'll have to use all the terminologies, all the technologies that are currently available. You'll have to tell now SAP has launched public cloud where it is all pre-configured. All these things, when you tell, the other person knows that okay, this candidate knows exact SAP FICO, then they will take you. And if that is also not working, usually what we do is people will try to show some experience for the last 3 to 4 years. We project some experience, that is also an option. There are different ways to do it, but the primary point is to ensure on the subject we are comfortable. That's the key point. Once
Yes.
that is there, there are multiple ways to get into the market. There are multiple ways to get the job.
Yeah, this time I
But
need to. I want to put it my max effort because I have almost whatever your training sessions you are telling. No, same thing. Almost I am trying 6 7 years to settle in SAP. That finally I have approached to you, and this time I want to put my max effort. Like even I am working supporting to US client until night 3:30. Now morning I am ready to attend your sessions. I want to put my effort. To I decided to change.
it's easily possible, not a big deal. You can easily do it because now you have different things. If you have right guidance, if you have the right source of information with you, you will easily get it. If you look at the people in the market who try to get a job in SAP FICO, who are working in SAP FICO, they do not have the right guidance. They do not know how to learn different things and all. So they try to do it on their own, or they try to follow the guidelines, instructions, content, whatever is there in the different platforms. It may be correct, it may not be correct. We blindly follow it. Then we do not know the result whether it is correct or not. But when you know right from the beginning, this is what you are going to do, this is how it will be the output, it will be easy for anybody to work, it will be easy for anybody to understand.
Thank you, Ajay.
Okay. Yeah. Raghu.
Yeah, hi sir. Actually, I have 9 years experience of as end user, but I never use SAP. Oh, it is difficult me going forward.
No, not difficult. As I said, those who are not having exact experience in SAP FI or as SAP user, point number one, you can use your same experience to get into the market, stating that you got trained in SAP. Probably 4 years ago, 5 years ago, you'll have to tell. Don't tell anybody you got SAP trained now. If you are learning SAP FICO in 2025, you are an experienced candidate. Strictly mention, keep it in your mind in such a way that you got trained at least 4 years ago. 4 years ago from now means which year?
2021 or 2020?
2020, 2021. Even if you are sleeping, somebody is asking, you learned SAP FICO? Yes, when? Don't tell, I am currently learning SAP FICO. Tell blindly, I learned SAP FICO in 2020 or 2021. Getting my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I
So
have
that
one more.
when you talk to the other person, you sound practical, you sound realistic. And you tell that at that time when I was trying for interviews, when I was giving interviews, people were not taking me because I did not have any experience in SAP. But now the market conditions are different. Market is open for even freshers. I am already a trained candidate. I've been practicing SAP from last 4 years. And
Okay.
you are more keen, you're more interested to get into SAP, convert your career into SAP and all. Anybody will talk, anybody will take. Because majoritarily where you see the SAP FICO consulting positions for below 5 years or up to 5 years. Most of the profiles, most of the candidates below 5 years are trained candidates only. This is an open fact. Nothing for me to hide, nothing for me to hide, for you to hide. It's open fact. The only knowledge matters. If you have the knowledge, nothing will stop you getting a job. Nobody can stop you getting a job.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. So I have, one more question. Uh, when you suggest to go to market, so it is after completion of course, or after 2 months or 1 month of,
No,
after.
no, no, no. It's not like that. It is not based on course completion. It is based on your confidence. It is based on your understanding. Sometimes, sometimes what we feel, you may be comfortable, confident, understanding things on time. You may be practicing, preparing on time. And at the end of the course, maybe once you feel that, okay, 1 month time I'll take to prepare, revise everything. If you feel confident, you can go. If you feel no, I think I'm not feeling confident, spend some more time. There it's all about weeks only, not months. Now it takes months for you to understand. Later on, it is only a week. If you sit 1 week, complete SAP FICO, you can revise because you know everything, right? You did multiple time,
Mhm.
and you will realize when somebody is asking a question where we are going wrong, where we are getting stuck, why we are not able to explain. Okay, what points are we missing? On those points, you will improve. 1 week is enough. But what you
Okay.
have to do is the moment you feel, let me attend interviews. Attend interviews in companies where you will not join. There are so many companies you will not join. There are so many places where you will not go.
Yeah, correct.
Right? You are from which location?
Bangalore.
You are from Bangalore. If there is a job in Delhi, you are okay to relocate to Delhi.
No, not at all. No,
Then
sir.
attend an interview where the company is in Delhi.
Mm-hmm.
Attend 2 to 3 interviews. Even if you get rejected, you are not taking it to heart because you know even if they give you the offer, you will not go there. Am I correct?
Yes, yes, correct.
Attend those interviews. Only 2 to 3, not more than that. Don't start, attacking all the companies by attending interviews. Don't do it. You are closing the opportunities. Attend 2 to 3 interviews. You will understand how you are performing, how you are talking, whether you are able to understand their question and all. Accordingly, you will see, you will get to a conclusion. Okay, I think I need to prepare more. I think I'm getting stuck here. I think I'm able to clear the interview. Then attend the actual interviews. You are in Bangalore, attend for Bangalore companies, attend for remote jobs. Your initial 2 to 3 interviews are only for testing yourself, checking yourself. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Joji.
Sir, I am coming asking in a question in a different perspective. The similar questions which those people asked a little bit different from the earlier questions. Sir, I am working in Dubai and have a wide experience. I am not looking for a job in SAP FICO, but after learning about this SAP FICO, I want to go some live implementation or 1 or 2 projects. How it possible? Because I already work to SAP, FICO, MMPP, SD, everywhere,
Mm.
manufacturing, construction, everywhere. So I am working in a multinational company, Italian company in Dubai as well as in Germany. So the job is not important for me, but my intention is to go for a live project after this after this course completion. I have tried
Mm.
many times in my laptop for implementing because before that I've taken a little course from the other one of other the
Mm.
lecturer, but that course was not completed because he has no knowledge of the fixed assets. That he was trying to give me fixed assets in the ECC rather than S4. Please explain, sir.
Here, what we do is, the way we do the training here, initially we will understand all the accounting in the first 1 month, and then we will understand the complete FICO functionality. Then we will set up the system based on a company. I will take an example of any one company. I will explain this company is doing this business. This is how they are doing the transaction. We will set up the baseline config. We will check the company code baseline config consistency check. SAP will have a checklist. We will execute it. SAP will tell your company code is correctly configured or not. Once that is done, in any project, before you hand over system to the user, what we will do? You have to migrate their legacy data and then hand it over. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely.
That is what we will do first. I will not post any accounting entry directly without showing the migration. What we will do, we will understand the migration. We will understand the trial balance. Once we understand the trial balance, we will understand how do we break up the trial balance, how do you split the trial balance. It contains all the accounts, P&L, balance sheet, cash you will migrate separately, bank you will migrate separately, vendor you migrate separately, customer you migrate separately, asset you migrate separately. Likewise, inventory is migrated separately. When we do this migrating activity, you will understand what accounting entry will come and how this accounting entry is created, how this migration happens in ECC, how this migration happens in S4. Then we will understand your migration tools like what is LSMW, what is BDC, what is LTMC, what is migration cockpit. We will take master first. We will create a GL account manually. We will understand it to create a GL. This information is required. Then we will create a GL with LSMW. Then we will create a GL with migration cockpit. Then we understand if you are in ECC, this is how you migrate the GL. If you are in S4, we don't use LSMW, we use migration cockpit. How migration cockpit works, you will understand. You will upload the GL master. Similarly, customer, vendor and all, you will upload the data. Then we will see how you will see a trial balance. Then you will download the trial balance. You will validate the trial balance because TB you will make on your own. You will download the TB from SAP. You will do a VLOOKUP. Whether client provided a TB data, I uploaded the TB data, is it matching or not? Then you will send this TB to the client. Client will validate, client will give sign off. Then only your project goes live. Then they start using the system on a daily basis. This is what we do first. After that, we start GL. We post different GL scenarios. How do you post day-to-day GL entries? How do you post entries in foreign currency? How do you post entries to open item? How do you clear the GL accounts? How do you compare the GL data in both leading and non-leading ledger? All these kind of scenarios we will be executing going forward. In short, it is exactly same like the way you implement SAP FICO anywhere. In the same sequence, in the same order, we will do it here.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Rushi.
I got my answer, sir, but I just to know that we get a Excel sheet.
You will get the Excel sheet after the class once we start the regular sessions. Every day you will get the Excel sheet. It is the same Excel that I will be using in every session, and after the session, this Excel will be sent in the group.
Thank you.
Yeah. Srinivas.
So, hi, sir. Sir, may I know your experience in the way you work and what's your success mantra? So, this information gives us big motivation, sir. So, just I want to know.
I have around 14 years of experience in SAP FICO, and I'm a project manager in SAP. And you will get to know more about me once we start the regular sessions.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Nilesh.
Good morning, sir.
Unmuted.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead,
Hello.
Nilesh.
Go ahead, Nilesh.
Yeah. Sir, actually, I am working as a SAP FI consultant, but in my project, I am facing problems like basically in host to host, like H2H integration and all. And I don't have an idea about H2H and implementation of OSS nodes because I'm working with the China team. I am one alone as a FI consultant. It's very big challenge over there. Like I am not able to uh, uh, like understand which OSS nodes will be going to implement and which all prerequisites it's required. I have gone through some of that, but I have gone through with YouTube also, but not able to understand. So is there any like after regular sessions, is there any videos, anything KT on that? Please let me know
You
about
will
that.
understand these points practically.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll give the requirements, how these things we will work.
Okay.
Just mute when you're not talking because it's echoing. Okay. So once we start the regular sessions, these bank integrations, bank interfaces, host to host, MBC, multi-bank connectivity, how these functionality works, what we will do as a FICO consultant, if there are any OSS nodes or SAP nodes to be implemented, how we will check this node and how we will verify whether it is applicable to us or not, I will make you understand practically. Okay?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Megas?
My doubt is clear, sir.
Yeah. Kiran?
Hi Ajay.
Yeah.
I wanted to know whether in ECC, SAP ECC, that is GUI, do we have same like public cloud, private cloud, on-premises and all, like we do have in SAP Fiori?
No, Cloud Fiori is applicable only for S4 HANA, not in ECC. ECC is straightforward, only GUI.
Okay. So where the data is stored in ECC?
Database only. You can use third-party database.
Okay, third party.
It's simple like if you take your old mobile phones, each mobile phone comes with a memory card slot.
Yes.
Right? Now if you see any mobile which is coming, it is directly coming with 256 GB inbuilt, 512 GB inbuilt, 1 TB inbuilt. Do you really need
Yeah.
any external memory card?
No.
Where is your memory or your data more secured, in external memory card or in inbuilt mobile phone?
Inbuilt mobile phone.
Inbuilt. Your performance also matters when you're using memory card, when you're using inbuilt memory.
Yes.
Same like if you're using ECC, it is like mobile phone with external memory card. You're using S4 HANA with mobile phone with inbuilt memory.
Okay.
Okay.
And also, how the FICO, MM, SD, or PP, these modules data is shown in FICO?
All these things we will do practically. For MM, we will create a purchase order. We will run one full cycle with practical examples. SD, we will create a sales order. We will see the full flow completely until COPA flow, data flow. For PP, we will create a production order. We will see the variance. We will settle the variance. As I said, if you are working in any project of SAP FICO, whatever you need to know, you will get to know all those points. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Chiranjeevi.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Are you able to hear my voice, right?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
So it means, as you said, the entire course would run on the project base only. So this is not a general training session, and we can assume that
It's
this is
purely
total
based
project
on the
base.
project.
Project base only.
Right from the beginning, it is project training.
And
The
one more
way any implementation happens, in the same implementation sequence, we will do it. And along with it, you will have everyday interview session in the evening, which will give you different points, insights on different new topics and how you have to face your interviews. I'll make people talk, share their experiences of their interviews, their SAP journeys and all.
Yeah.
So that you will get to know, okay, for example, somebody attended interview, they got the offer. They will share their experience, how they started their career and what kind of difficulties they faced, how they practiced. Only those points I will make them talk. Nothing related to their success story. They only share their pain points, their strugglings.
Yes.
with which we will connect, and then we will get to know. If I tell this is how I'm successfully doing it, it will not do any benefit to you, right? If I tell these are the situations that I come across, this is how I overcome this, that is what will make you connect and then feel that okay, I have to face similar issues going forward, let me work in this way.
Yes. And one more request, Ajay, this is regarding. I've been sent one of the messages to you. Please look into that one and
I
regarding one
will be
of this
available
question.
today and tomorrow. Okay, then I'll do all the pending things today and tomorrow. It will be sorted out.
Actually, regarding this B5 only, right? So I just sent
Yeah,
one
yeah,
issue
yeah, I
on
got it.
current issue.
I'll do it. Yes,
Yeah,
you will get it.
please look into that one, please. 1 minute, please take 1 minute time only to something on that one.
I'll do it today because during the office
Hmm.
I could not do certain things because
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
access restriction in the office laptops. Today
yeah.
I'll
That's
do
true.
it. You'll
Actually,
get it today.
for that only,
Hmm.
I just giving just a small reminder to you. That's it.
No, no, no. I'll do it after the session. You will get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Thank you,
All right.
Ajay.
Yeah. Badri.
Sir, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes,
Sir,
Badri. Go ahead.
recently I got a opportunity to work with MNC, but I have a 1 year experience in FICO. In
Hmm.
1 year also I worked for only preparation of reports only I done there. Is it going to be
Okay.
manageable for me? I kept around 3+ years of experience, sir.
You can easily manage the way that I teach or the way that you learn with me. When you go talk
Yeah.
to anybody, even if you say that you have more than 5 years of experience, nobody will doubt
Okay.
you. Everybody will
So
believe.
basically, I have to.
You will.
Yeah, sir. Basically, I have to know that for 3+ years, what is the work and how much you are going to be allocated in MNCs, may I know, sir? And the process
These
of.
things I will make you understand in the regular session because these are not standard. Company to
Okay.
company, they'll change. Project to project, they
Yes,
will
sir.
change. Somewhere you have
Okay.
to do everything as a single-handedly. Somewhere you'll have to
Okay.
work only on AP. Somewhere you'll have to work only on banking. Somewhere you have to work only on customization. Somewhere you need to work only
Okay.
on testing. So you need to make
Okay, sir.
sure you're ready for any situation.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Gayatri.
Yeah, Ajay, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, Ajay. Ajay, so currently I'm working in Infosys, so having 2.5 years experience. But I'm not a good consultant actually. Before I joined Infosys, I'm not, without knowledge only I'm joined. After I'm
Hmm.
getting this job, so I can't able to survey the project actually. So in supporting project, testing project I worked, but actually I don't have any experience before consultant experience. So
Hmm.
in I'm getting lot of
You're not able to understand all these kind of things.
yeah. So I'm lacking some fully. I'm lacking actually. So in testing project, I worked 6 months, but that after that is also I can't able to work to fulfill. So they now I'm on PAP. So I what I'm thinking now. So that's only I'm joined here because I want to become a good consultant. So further I move to next company. So I learn everything, and after I will move to for another company and another opportunity searching. So is this correct way or no? Can you please guide me?
So you said you are in a support project.
Yeah, in support and testing both are I worked previously, but that project also I can't able to handle because without
That's okay. If
knowledge,
you
so I
are
can't.
able to handle or if you're not able to handle, it is okay. Now you're working on a project or you're not on a project.
No, not in project. I'm in bench.
You're not on a project. You're on a bench. And
Yes,
previously you
yes.
supported for how many clients? One or two?
Two clients, but not two more than 2 months. Also, I didn't work. Only 1 or 2 months only I worked. Testing project only
That is
I
okay.
worked 6 months.
That is okay. Now, what you do is, if you sit back and then recollect, write down the client name. Don't tell here. Let's say if your client name is some Apple. If you put client name Apple and understand how Apple system landscape was created, how many systems they had. Let's say they had development, quality, production. In development, how many clients they had? For config one, testing one. Quality, how many they had? Production, how many they have? Accordingly, you recollect and then see how many company codes they had, in which countries they had, and then simplify each point. What is the company code that they created? Let's say if it is numeric, whether the company code there is 4-digit numeric or alphanumeric. If it is alphanumeric 4-digit, what is it 4-digit? For example, AP10. Why AP10? What is the logic behind AP10? If it is 4-digit numeric 1000, why 1000? And you look at all the
Okay.
context, whatever you felt that you are able to recollect. You look at GL account. How many GL accounts were there in that project? What is the length of each GL account? How many account groups are there? How many ledgers are there? What accounting principles they were using? How many account groups they classified? How they segregated the account group for vendor? How they segregated account group for customer? How they were dealing with fixed asset? How their tax reports are coming? What kind of customizations were there? What are the issues that they used to face in the support? In which area the issues were more? How they were processing the payment, manually or automatic? How they're doing the bank reconciliation? What kind of reports are they preparing on a monthly basis? If you could recollect,
Okay.
then you will get to know, okay, these points I'm able to see. You may be having some notes, material, document, something related to the project or client, right? Where you got the access, which you would have stored in your laptop, of official laptop,
Yes.
right? If you open it to see if you're able to understand it, what is there in the document, and you see what documents are there. You will be looking at initial requirement documents, you will be looking at blueprint document, you will be looking at key data structure KDS document, you will be looking at BPML document, you will be looking at UT document, UAT document, different sign off and all, functional specification format. Look at all the document and write down, maybe in an
Okay.
Excel sheet, take a pen paper, write down, okay, in my previous project these things were there, and to what extent you're able to connect each point. It is okay even if you're not able to connect the process, that is okay. But from a consulting point of view, these are all fixed everywhere. And these points, if you feel, okay, I think I'm able to recollect these points, you are good to go. All you need to add is just that missing subject, which is very easy for you compared to others. Because others, they do not have any experience. You already have 2 years of experience. If you just sit and then recollect whatever you had already seen in your projects, and documentation whatever you have, what points are there, and when you look at it, definitely you will recollect. As you said, you did the testing. When you did the
Yes.
testing, it is all based on the test cases, test scenario. What
Yeah.
test cases were there? Which module testing you did? Is it AP, AR, GL and all? If it is AP, what did I test? When I tested it, what was my criteria to test? Blindly you did not test it, right? You had a criteria to test. After testing, you need to tell whether it is working fine or not. If it is not working fine, you need to give the findings. All things you would have done this,
Yes.
right? These things you'll have to recollect and then write down and then see, okay, if now I have to work in a project, before I getting into any new project, what points I need to know, because you would have well experienced missing what points had created, an uncomfortable situation for you, because you would have felt uncomfortable to talk, to attend meetings, to solve, to respond to email, to attend calls, because of different reasons. as you are missing some knowledge, some experience.
Yes.
At every point of time, something or the other thing would have stopped you being comfortable, confident, right? To your user, to your project manager, to anybody. Identify
Yes.
those points, write down, and you'll have to work on those areas first. And make sure tomorrow when somebody is asking, at that moment, if you're able to talk effectively, correctly, nobody will say anything. Then and there, anybody asked you to do it and then show me? Nobody, right?
Yes.
On the spot, nobody will ask anybody to do something. At that moment, when they talk, they just expect other person will understand. When other person is talking, they will expect they are able to understand. Meaning, when we talk, we need to talk meaningful content, right content. If it is applicable, not applicable, generalized content, we should not talk in a project. Even when you take any example, for example, you are working for a client which is in India, and you are working on banking. Then you should, if I'm your user and you are a consultant, you're talking to me, you should not tell, in bank even payment is coming, it is like this. I'll not understand. And you know that I am the client, I am the user, I am using hands-on on the system, and you are a consultant, you definitely know which banks we are using in my company, yes or no?
Yes.
Take out those banks, and then you say that, okay, if you are currently, if you take HDFC bank, you have a HDFC bank in, let's say, Hyderabad, you have a HDFC bank in Mumbai, Delhi, Noida, wherever. Take the practical case that your client is using and then talk, and then see which client, which user will say that they are not able to understand. They don't understand because we talk in a generalized tone. You'll have to talk in their language. If you're talking about a vendor,
Okay.
take out their vendor names. Let's say they have a vendor, Flipkart. Tell that, for example, you take Flipkart vendor, you take, for example, let's say Pepsi vendor, you take any other vendor. Don't generalize it and don't put it, if you take vendor report, which vendor? You are a consultant and who is working for them, right?
Yes.
Right? When we both are talking to each other, I know you and you know me, and we're talking about our friends. Let's say we both have 4 friends, and you ask our friend, which friend you need to ask? I have to specifically tell you, right? Only then you connect.
Yes.
When you're talking to the user, you should know how to talk to the user. And when you're talking to a client, you should know how to talk to a client. And when you're testing, you need to understand what are we testing, how we are testing, and what we need to understand from it. Only these conceptual points, when you understand one time, you will be in a position to work in any project. Otherwise, we have to sit and prepare for every project. During our experience, we will be changing companies, we will be changing the project left and right. Am I right?
Yes.
And whenever there is a new project, does not mean you're sitting and then learning again, right? It has to be a single effort, one time effort. And with this one time effort, whatever the knowledge, whatever the understanding that you are gaining, should allow you to work in any environment. Only the concept you need to focus. It is common everywhere. You take any company, any project, all over the world, everywhere a consultant works in the same manner. If these consulting points, if we are trying to get ourselves familiar, more than enough. Rest of the things in the project, you will automatically learn. That confidence we have to gain. Okay.
Okay, Ajay.
And that you will easily understand. In fact, it is more easy for you to compare to others. And that's an
Okay,
advantage for you.
but Ajay, once I joined, first 1 year I'm on bench only. Once I joined Infosys, after actually exact working experience, I have 6 month or 8 month only in consultant experience.
Nobody will see that. Nobody will see that. Everybody will see your joining date and then your ending date. If the duration is 2 year and then you have 2 year
Yeah.
experience, you cannot tell to anybody I worked only for 6 months. In fact, you should not even tell you're
Yeah.
on bench to anyone.
Yeah.
Like these are all the mistakes that we do and which you should never do. Right? These small points, small mistakes will cause your opportunity, will cost the opportunity. You have to lose the opportunity because of small mistakes, which we will never realize that this is a mistake. If you're telling that I'm on bench currently, you're creating a negativity for yourself. If you're telling first 1 year I did not work on anything, you're creating a negativity. Is anybody practically coming and checking? Nobody will check.
No.
They only care about what is your knowledge, whether you are capable enough to work in my project or not. If I have belief in these two things while talking to you, I am okay with you, no matter what is your background, no matter what is your experience. Nobody is concerned about it. Because getting a good consultant of SAP FICO with proper knowledge is very rare in the market. And when you ensure you are one of those good candidate in the market with good understanding on the SAP FICO subject, you will see many opportunities you will get. No doubt about it.
Okay, Ajay.
Okay. Yeah. Hari?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Sir, I had a 11 years of experience in the Oracle and financial. So I'm into say end user work. So right now I'm into the AP. So
On SAP?
I just not SAP, sir, and Oracle, sir, end user Oracle.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I have the in and out knowledge of AP and also AR as well. But my question here, sir, so in SAP, in function, just now you're showing the screen. So is it like, the consultant work also, they do the processing work? They just only give the access and pull the data, some other work?
As a consultant, we need to know everything in SAP, both consulting work plus end user work. Because when you
Okay.
talk to the user, you will understand their process. For example, you are a user now.
Yes.
Okay, now you are implementing SAP. I am a consultant. What I do, I will come and meet you, sit with you, understand your current process. And then you will show me how you are creating vendor, how you are creating invoice, how payment is coming, how you are generating vendor reports. Yes or no? Meaning whatever you are doing currently in your Oracle, you will tell me point by point, step by
Yes.
step, these are my test cases. And when I take this requirement as a consultant, I will set up the system in such a way that these processes will work in SAP. And before I give it to you, you wanted to see it from me, right?
Yes. Yes.
I have to show you first. After setting up, if I tell no, now it's already, start using it, how you will use it? I have to show you, right?
So, but
Then
when you're
what I
going to
will
the
do?
new company,
Hmm.
see, for example, so now I'm running SAP, then I joined the company. Okay.
Hmm.
So I don't know the idea about that end user anything. So how do I get an idea about that? Because I
They
have
will tell
experience in
us
Oracle.
because
So they will definitely guide
when
me,
you're
right?
talking, just for example, I am a consultant now. I'm not from accounting background. I become a FICO consultant. I have no experience on SAP FICO before, or I'm from a different background, not from accounting. And you are a user in AP, and your company is going for SAP. Now, as a consultant, I will come and then I will sit with you. What I will do, I will ask you to explain your current process.
Yes.
You will explain me the current process. You will not tell general accounts payable to me. You will tell accounts payable that is used in your company. Am I right?
Yes.
What kind of vendors you are getting, on what basis you create a vendor, what parameters you are checking while creating a vendor, how you are creating invoice. You are not giving me accounts payable training there. You are explaining me your accounts payable process that is followed in your company. Is that right?
Yes.
When you are telling that, I need to ensure I'm able to understand it. If after you telling still I'm not able to understand, it is my fault. It is my problem. Am I right? Because after this meeting is over, I have to sit, prepare a minutes of meeting. I have to sit, work on the system, set up the system, show a demo to you. After this, sorry, I forgot whatever we discussed yesterday. Please tell me again. I'm not your friend anymore, right? Because
Yes.
it is official. We had an official meeting. You had explained it to me officially. And I had attended that meeting, maybe me along with my manager or so on. You can only ask for clarification. You cannot ask me to repeat everything again. These things you will get to know from your client only. User will make you understand everything point to point. They'll clearly explain the process. They will share their user manual also. In your current company also, there might be a SOP,
Yes, yes.
process manual, that you will share it with me. You will tell me at high level. You cannot make me understand point to point, right? You will tell at high level. And then you will tell this is the current process manual which we are following. You will share it with me. I will review it. Then accordingly, I will design a document. Accordingly, I will draft a solution for you, which is very simple.
Okay. So what about the
Then
processing the transactions? Like, for example, end user they do the posting, payment work, invoicing, sending things, right? So is it
whatever
like
the transactions end users are doing, all these transactions as a consultant, we need to do it once, test and ensure it is all working fine. And
so
then we
mostly
have
the
to prepare it.
yeah
Go
sorry
ahead. Go ahead.
mostly it will be like it will be for testing, yeah, support, or we'll doing some the consultant will do
All are
analysis.
inclusive. All are included in this SAP consulting, because when you get a job, you never know in which project you will be assigned. You may be assigned to an implementation project, or to a support project, or to a rollout project, or to any upgradation project. In any of the project, as a FICO consultant, you should be in a position to work. Meaning, as a FICO, there are certain skill set, certain points that we need to understand. If you know this point, you can work in any project.
So but here we have a lot of meetings now, sir. We see, I heard one of my friends they say I have meetings every time. They have at least one in a day. They may be attending multiple meetings.
Correct.
So
Meetings will
when
be
they
there. Meeting is to ensure you are understanding the process. When you're attending any meeting, it is not related to conflict. It is related to their business process, their issues, whatever they're talking, status of the current progress and all. And we need to make sure we are comfortable on all these areas. That's what I'm telling from the beginning. We need to make sure there are many things other than configuration. When you talk to somebody, we need to understand what is it related to. You will be understanding all these points here, nothing to worry about it. And you said
one
you have a friend who is working in FICO, right?
yes, sir, yes.
You can check with your friend once you join the classes. You can verify with your friend that this is what I'm learning. Is this correct?
But he don't have time to spend. He's always busy, some other work like that. Because I just came to know the SAP FICO people are always busy, so they don't have time to share their knowledge also.
After joining, you take a week or couple of weeks time, and then you talk to your friend. You will see the difference that your friend will come to you, talk to you.
Okay, got it.
He will realize that what you're talking is very meaningful. Now he may be avoiding because you're asking all so many questions that he may be irritated to answer, right? You never know.
And yeah,
But once you start learning SAP FICO, once you start talking different points where he feels that I'm not aware of it, he's talking differently now, he will feel the difference. Now you will
yes,
see that he will starts calling you. You will see that he starts messaging you.
yes.
That difference you will practically see.
Okay, sir, fine. So one more
Okay.
question, last question. So I had a 11 years experience, right? So how many years experience I can get once I'm the completed the learning the course, going for interview?
4 to 5 is minimum that you'll have to show.
Okay,
The
four
way
to
you understand here, you can easily tell you have more than 5 years of SAP FICO experience. At that level, you will talk. And
I
when you
need
talk,
to
nobody will even get it out.
so I need to get trained in proper way that way. So I should make sure. to answer all the queries.
If you put focus on what we are discussing here carefully, nothing is required. And you will be confused where to join. You will get so many offer letters.
Okay, sir. Got it. Thanks for your kind
Okay. Yeah. Sunita?
Hi, hi, sir. Actually, I'm not from accounting background. So recently, I just cracked an interview and I was into a project. It is a supporting project, and I'm so much of like I'm getting so very much fear, and I can't able to be confident enough to talk even when there is a meeting and incidents getting assigned to me. I'm feeling very scared, and I have taken courses as well from the January onwards. I started taking courses from others. Whenever I'm asking, I didn't get anything like some better understanding. I mean, uh, uh, as I asked and they have explained, though I'm getting confused at the time of understanding that debit and credit. Some of the areas I know very well. I'm very weak at some of the points. If I got some clarity or some understanding at that areas, I may get that confidence I'm feeling.
That's
As I'm
what we will
already
do.
into a
Once
project,
we
I'm feeling
go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, I'm as I'm already into projects, so what I'm feeling is first whatever I'm feeling that I'm completely zero at that at some of the areas. I just wanted to improve it by sitting whenever I'm getting some free time, like even weekly offs like that. I wanted to be ready to sit for that and understand it, but I don't have someone to clarify me where I'm missing or where I'm miss taking that subject. Um, I mean. I'm misguided by some point. I'm not sure where I'm taking that wrong to my mind. I'm not sure. So uh, I'm for this week. I mean, these 2 days. I wanted to know the debit and credit basics now. I wanted to learn. Is there anything like recording session, or you will help me where I'm getting? I misunderstood. I'm somewhere I'm getting confused.
These debits and credits, even in my YouTube channel, you will get accounting basics. If you go through them, it will be sufficient. And once we start the regular sessions from Monday onward, so we will be
Okay.
starting understanding right from debit and credit. The first point that I talk in any session, in any batch, is from debit and credit only.
Okay.
And I'll make sure right from accounting basics, debit and credit, we all understand until balance sheet. Then only we will get into SAP. That's where I said first 1 month is not part of the duration. Otherwise, what will happen? It is not necessary that whether we are from accounting background or not from accounting background, even though if somebody is from accounting background, once their academics are over, nobody will remember what is debit, what is credit. It is as good as those who are from accounting background, not from accounting background are equal. Just at certain points they can recollect, certain points they can connect easily, quickly.
Okay.
But the situation that you are facing is common situation most of the people will face after joining the project, because we need to talk to the users, we need to talk to the client. They will ask us to explain the impact, financial impact, accounting impact, where it will hit, will it affect my P&L, balance sheet. They'll ask different questions on this, on the calls, on the meetings. And if you are silent there as a FICO consultant, it is a very bad projection. Maybe in the team meeting, consultant is talking something, ST is talking something. They say that, okay, this is all we did. Some error we are getting in accounting, or Sunita to validate accounting portion from FI. And then somebody will ask Sunita, what is the status on it? Then you have to be answerable, right? You need to give some justification, some answer response. There we cannot say, sorry, I'm not able to understand, I'm trying, right? So these points we have to eliminate. And here the point is not about conflict. Here the point is about our understanding of the subject,
Yes.
which is nowhere related to FICO conflict, but it is purely related to basic fundamental accounting, which you are facing currently.
Yes.
You know SAP FICO, but you're stuck just because you're lacking the accounting concepts, fundamentals of basics, accounting.
Yes.
Technically, you know where to go, what to do, but functionally you're lacking something. Okay, why they're debiting it, why they're crediting it. If you understand it, you will do it with more confidence,
Yes. At least I can
right?
raise my voice.
This is common problem. Most of the people will come. You openly said this is what you're facing, that there are many who will not speak out, who will not tell that this is my problem. That's what we only focus on, those areas where practically one will suffer in consulting. These things we will understand because we will be starting regular sessions from Monday onward. From Monday, these things we will be understanding in a clear cut manner, wherein you will be in a position to explain what is debit credit to another person. Now you are asking what is debit and credit. In a few days, you will be in a position to tell somebody what is debit and credit.
I'm literally saying I saw all of your overview sessions, sir. After that, I got something. I somewhere I got hooked. Earlier, I was like, I don't know. Even I don't know whom to reach, how to get out of this situation. I was like that. After I gone through all your overview sessions, I got some hope that okay, I can able to learn, at least not immediately, but with some time, I can able to build whatever I want.
You will easily get it because most of the times we all think, assuming that within 3 months, within 2 months, we will get it. It is not something that you will learn within 3 months, practically not possible, because you are on the ground now, you are working as a consultant. You can feel it, right? Practically what is expected when you go to the market, when you're in a company, when you're in a
Yes.
project, that you
Yeah.
cannot learn it within 3 2 months, practically impossible for anybody. When it is impossible, we should not try to make it possible. We'll have to go at this same pace. When you join a project, whatever is expected, only those areas we need to focus first. Config
Yes,
and
sir.
all, once you get the requirement, you Google it, you ask somebody, anybody will give you material. No need of Google when you're in a company. Your company would have done projects for so many companies before.
It's a very big project now. I was into, and it is having some 200 plus company codes and
Then
also
you
much
have
of
so many
customizations when
consultants.
it is coming
Hmm.
to like they have their own banking, in house banking, cash, I mean cash pooling and all.
Treasury, all this. Hmm.
So treasury now they are getting so many new things because it is they are having so much of customizations as well.
Easy to understand. All these things are based on the fundamental concepts. If these fundamental concepts we are able to understand, you will be surprised that okay, for this thing I struggled, I suffered a lot before. Small point, but you will feel that okay, I could not understand many things just because of this small point. And whatever you are missing are all the basic fundamental small points. And you keep adding one point, many points are automatically rectified.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right. Sharon Teja.
Hi, sir. I'm based out in Germany right now. So, as per the job description, you have in one of your overview sessions, you have asked us to go through the job descriptions. So, I have gone through how the job descriptions are based out in Germany. I mean, there is no specific difference. I mean, in India, in Germany, it's the same. And I think maybe it could be the same all over the world, or how is it? I just
The
wanted to
same.
know in that point.
Same all over the world, because as a consultant, whatever you do in SAP is global. Your SAP
Okay.
FICO consulting experience is globally valid. Usually, what happens if you're not on IT side,
Yeah.
if you're working as an accountant or as a user, if you're working in Germany, when you come back to India, in India, they say that no, your Germany experience we will not take into consideration,
Mm-hmm.
because what we use there is different, what we do is here is different. People will literally tell for the user
Okay.
positions, for the normal position. But for a
Mm-hmm.
consultant position, you work anywhere in this world, your experience is valid. because consulting is the same everywhere. SAP works on the same logic all over the world.
Yeah, and one more question is that, as you were saying, the course duration would be somewhere around 5 months, and
Correct.
I will be needing the system access, and you are going to that will be on a chargeable basis for 1500 for 3 months.
Yeah, right.
So, because the course is going on for a longer period of time, how this thing do I need to again pay
System
for
access
15?
not required now. System access you will
Okay,
do it after a month. First
okay,
1 month we don't need any system, because first 1 month we don't do anything practically on SAP, but you will understand all the points practically on SAP without even logging into SAP. I'll make sure you are comfortable on all the areas of SAP FICO. Then when you look at SAP, right from day one, you are hands free, meaning you know how to do, what to go, where to do. You will have thorough understanding.
okay.
Yeah. And you'll have to take
And
system at a place where you are in a position to use it right from day one. You are taking
yeah,
server today, system access today, and you're not doing anything, not required. You will not do anything also. You will go, you will not understand what to do. And that is another problem. And you'll have, I will tell when you require a system access. At that time, I will get a new server ready, and then I'll start creating IDs there.
okay. And once we pay the fee for this, will I be able to access the previous recording? Because I just want to speed up my knowledge a bit.
Yeah, you will get it. Once you clear the full payment, you will get the access.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Okay. Yeah. Rajnikant.
Ajay?
Yes.
Yeah, I have two questions actually. I have 9 years of experience in US mortgage. Currently, in the current company, I have around 2.5 year experience actually, and my current designation is senior analyst. So, can I use the same experience to get the grab the? I mean, enter in the FICO field, this field actually.
Analyst can be used.
Okay.
You can use it.
Yeah.
See, in SAP,
And
everybody is only concerned about our subject knowledge. The reason it is an
okay.
open fact, everybody is aware. Below 5 year, anybody is coming. Majoritarily, this might be not a genuine experience, maybe partially genuine, partially not genuine. But that's how the
Okay.
requirement of the market, which we will understand practically in the regular sessions. How exactly all these things will happen, how we need to put or showcase your profile, I will talk separately in the regular sessions.
Okay. Yeah, and I have another question. Actually, 9 years back, I was working for 3 months in one company, and unfortunately, I was absconded from that company. Actually, will it be any problem in background check? Actually,
No. Unless
okay,
you show that documentation, nothing will happen. If you are
okay,
giving that document, see, if you have a
okay,
relieving letter, it is okay. If you don't have relieving letter, skip that. Don't show that experience of
okay,
3 months. Tell that you had a break or you did not work anywhere.
Hi, Ajay.
okay.
If we do
Okay.
so,
Yeah, yeah.
usually they will check in PF account, right? In UAN number. First, they will ask us to give a UAN card, and then they will check the PF accounts. Wherever we have PF accounts, they'll come to know that we have worked in so and so organization. If
Nine
we
years ago, there is no UN account number, no?
no, at 2014, when I started my career, there was a PF account, and even now it is linked to my UAN.
This is something that we have to link manually. Only then it will be connected.
But I didn't link. But when I check my UAN, all wherever I worked, I have
Through
except
Aadhaar, it
Catholic
gets auto linked. Yeah. Through Aadhaar, it gets auto linked.
Aadhaar.
See,
I can.
even when you give this PF, this one, they will only check your current, not past. They'll not go past. They'll only check your current experience. They'll only see where you are currently working, whether your current employment is correct or not. They will verify. Because to them, you would have told you have, out of 9, you would have told you have 3-4 years of SAP experience. Am I right?
Yes.
That only they will verify. All that they'll not verify. And there are many category of companies in the market. Some companies, when you go, they will go to even your school to verify whether you really did schooling there or not. Right? Somebody will not do any verification. If you go to this kind of, payroll companies, C2H jobs, right? Startup companies, product based companies, there are many companies where verification is not so strict. And we should not think that no, I will go to only XYZ company where verification is strict. Our mindset is wrong. First thing, when we know that we are getting it trained now, we are entering the market now, all we require now is an opportunity. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
All we require is an opportunity. There are many opportunities where there is no background check at all. If you go to any C2H, nobody will do verification. All they want is your skill there, contract, 6-month contract, 1-year contract. There are so many. There are many startup companies. There are many companies. Let's say if you go to places like Ahmedabad, Noida, or Gujarat, Chennai, there are different places. When you go, it is difficult for them to get candidate because people will not be ready to move there. And when they get a candidate, they're happy. All they want is anybody is a learner in SAP FICO. Nobody is an expert here. Everybody will have to learn based on the situation. Whether this consultant, whether this candidate has got that willingness to learn or not, they will see. And this is there everywhere. These points will come because just like that, people learn SAP FICO, complete the course, they will enter the market. They do not know ABC of SAP FICO, they will start attending interviews. They cannot take interview of everybody that people are lining in queue, right? There should be a filter to stop, and they put these kind of filters, and they will only verify the current. And it is easy to get into SAP FICO. All these things will not create any problem. Nothing to worry about it. Okay. And I will tell you how you need to approach, how you need to proceed. I will give you clear instructions. Nothing to worry. It's not that 3 months course will be over. I will tell Tata bye bye. Will not happen until you join the company. Even after they join the company, I will allow you to attend the interview sessions. After 1 year, I'm telling. After getting the job also. Because you are learning, you are getting knowledge here. And I'll not stop you learning. I'll not stop you gaining knowledge. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Krishna.
Yeah, hi Ajay.
Yeah.
Sir, as a consultant, we need to give FS logic to the developer, right? Functional
Right.
specifications. So I want to learn
Correct.
how to give FS logic and what is the brainstorming behind it to find the logic and how to compare the table behind that. So that one I want to learn. So because
This we will do it practically.
okay.
At every topic, I will show that when we're doing GL, I will tell you if there is any customization required, how you do it, if there is any report required, how we will do it. Do we directly create a report or we will check if there is any existing report? If there is any existing customization report, if there is a problem, how you will move forward? What is your approach? We will see all this practically at every module.
Because in my
GL, I will give different example. API will give different example, meaning you will get the logic, concept. Then when you look at any requirement, you will easily understand, okay, I need this information to proceed further. You had that requirement. Then how to do the field mapping? Which table is getting updated when you process a transaction? Which is more suitable table? From where you are getting more fields? These logics you will clearly understand.
because in my current company now we have multiple Z reports, Z tables, Z T code. So that Z T code also new for me. Like
No, these things you will understand. I'll give you clear understanding a concept on it, with which you will easily understand every report that is there, every ZT code program that is there, why it is created, what is the functionality of it. You will easily understand.
okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Nilanjan.
Sir, good morning, sir. Sir, I want to connect with you. Sir, I connected with you before also, while you were in the November batch. I got your number from Tejas sir in Manipal hospitals. Sir, over there, sir, I messaged you also, but how can I connect with you? That is one problem. And sir, I am a pure fresher, sir. I completed my MBA. So the I have zero experience of this SAP. I just did the vendor uploading documents in the SAP. That's it, sir. And and the timing, sir, if you can say the timing of the class and how much time I have to put.
This class time will be at 7:30 a.m. morning, maximum till 9 o'clock. In short, you assume 7:30 to 9 a.m. Indian time morning is the batch time, Monday to Saturday. And to connect with me, I'll be usually free on Friday, Saturday. The other days, I will be free only between 6:45 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. In this time, whatever call comes, I will pick. Because whoever says that I want to connect with you, I will tell them anybody to call me between 6:45 to 7:30 p.m. Because from 7:30 till 10 p.m. IST, I will be busy in these sessions. And nobody will take calls on my behalf. Nobody will respond. It is me who responded to your message. It is me who will pick your call. So nobody who will do all this. So that is why there will be a delay in responding to the calls or responding to the messages, but I will respond. Once we start the regular classes, all the doubts, clarifications I will do in the session itself. So that there's no point that you will have to wait for me to pick your call or message. I will reply, but there might be a delay. And once you join, I will request everybody to send a voice note instead of message, because you will put a message hi now. I will respond maybe after some time. But there is a time difference, right? I'm working, I'm also taking the classes. Now I'm in the session from last 2 hours. In these 2 hours, any call that I get, I will not respond, right? Any message I will get, I will not respond. And I get a lot of messages from the existing batch members, from the new members, from different messages I'll get. But I will look and then clear the messages one by one. And any questions that everybody has got, everything will be cleared in the batch itself. And for every batch, there will be a group, and you will be discussing, solving all the queries internally among yourself once you start this training. Every batch group is completely interactive, actively interactive, because every batch contains many working FICO consultants and many who are already familiar with SAP, people like you also, few who are completely new. You will get to know complete practical things. You get any question, you can post it in the group. Somebody will answer your question and you will have a discussion. It is not coming to a conclusion. When we have the session, towards the end of the session, you will raise those questions. I'll ask everybody to raise hands towards the end. I will answer the questions, then I'll close the session. If time is not sufficient, on a weekend, we will have only doubts clarification session so that I can answer each and everyone's question. Okay, once you join, any queries, doubts that you have, it is good one even for me to look at your voice note so that you can send a voice note to me, whatever the query that you're having. It's easy for me to listen to it and then respond quickly.
Yes, sir. Sir, one more thing, sir, that sir, previously your batch timing was 9 p.m. Sir, because my this morning time I would be not possible because I have to come to office and I come out from home only at 8 p.m. 8 a.m. So, is there any way that I can
No,
join?
what you do is that 9 p.m. is ongoing batch. It's almost a 2 months old batch now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're working on SAP FICO currently?
Sir, the vendor master work I have done over there, just the documents uploading in the SAP. That's it, sir.
No, you're working as a user or you're working as a consultant?
User, sir. User.
User. Okay. Then what you do is you join this one, attend the classes on recorded. Okay.
Okay.
After the class, you will get
Okay.
the recording, go through the recording, and this
Okay.
will give you an understanding, because since you are a fresher, it takes a little time for you to connect, understand every point. Okay,
Okay, sir.
probably maybe after a couple of months, when I start the evening new batch, you shift to that evening new batch, attend that batch also from the beginning without any additional charges.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
And
All right.
sir, one more thing, sir. Sir, I have
Yes.
in the Google I searched regarding the jobs. So most of the jobs they are requiring experience. So sir, I am actually fresher. I have no experience in SAP. Means use as
Mhm.
end user. You can say very basic experience. So
You will have the opportunities. There are many companies who will hire freshers also, but you have to search rigorously. It's not that if you put SAP FICO, most of the things you'll get for experienced only. But there are many startup companies who will hire freshers. Now, all the top big companies are also hiring freshers.
okay, sir.
Opportunities are there, but you'll have to be a little more serious on searching this.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, sir.
All
And sir,
right.
can you share your number?
Same number that you have on YouTube is my
That
number.
sir,
If you call, it
the
will not work.
you
If you do a
no
direct
no
call, that will not. UPI number, you mean to say?
yes sir, that one.
I will put it in the group. You just send a message to me. I will respond separately to it. Now I'm free only after
Okay,
the class. I will respond to all the, the messages that I responded before. All your open messages, I will respond after 1 hour. Okay.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Hari. Yeah.
Yeah. Sir, is it like the SAP is having demand only in India, sir, even the overseas as well, like in the US, UK, Australia, like that?
Everywhere SAP has got demand.
So once we learn
Not
the
only in
subject
India,
here, sir,
everywhere.
so if you are moving, for example, if you are moving to some other country as well, so we can apply from there as well, right?
Yes, yes. You can apply from anywhere in this world on this SAP FICO.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Manish.
Hello there. As you said, you're going to start a new batch in evening. So when that's going to be started?
It This is now April, mostly in July.
Oh, July. Okay.
July. You can join this. You can join
Yeah,
in this batch
I have already
if
enrolled
time
in
is
this
not
batch, but but
if
the
time is
time
not
is
permitting, it's okay. You can refer the recording session. When I start the evening batch, if you are not able to attend these live sessions, I will allow you to attend that batch again. You don't need to pay
okay.
anything. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sir, I have missed, the 2 weeks, first 2 weeks of session, sir. So can I get the,
All of them are in the YouTube. You can refer in the YouTube playlist 8. But once
okay,
you join the once you start attending regular sessions, these are not required. These are only to give you a high level idea about what is FICO. Once we start regular session, we will discuss in depth into every point in a connected manner. In overview sessions, we will talk bits and pieces. Here we will talk clearly in connecting with each and every practical scenario. But you
so
can go through them in YouTube.
what about the material, sir? We need to write any material or anything, we'll get it.
Not required. Whatever I write Excel sheet, that is more than sufficient. Nothing else is required.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Sharanya. You're not audible if you're talking.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm a BCom and CA interqualified, sir.
Okay.
Hello. I am in a current career break of 8 years, sir.
8 years. Okay.
Yeah. Sir, regarding that projected experience, how can we go about it? That's what my issue. My earlier knowledge is into audit only. Regarding this projected experience, I have a clarification. How will this be successful, like document-wise, when we get into a job? Will there be any problem on background verification? That's what.
No problem. You have to get the genuine experience certificate provider. These are all the projected, and there also you have fake these things. You'll have to identify the genuine one and then go there. I will give guidance on these points.
Oh, okay.
On what basis you'll have to take, at what stage you'll have to get this documentation, I will tell you.
Okay.
Because these things are little confidential, sensitive points, which I avoid talking in the demo sessions. I will discuss, I'll explain clearly in the regular sessions.
Okay, sir.
Okay, how you'll have to convert your experience, how much you'll have to show in SAP. If there is a gap, how you have to explain that gap. Not necessarily you have to show all 8 years, because if you're married, if you have kids, you can show that you took a break for your kids, because of your kids, to take care of them.
That only, sir.
Right? Everybody will accept it. Everybody will accept it. Okay, and there are many companies who will exclusively hire the mothers who are coming back, who are restarting their career. There are many top companies. They exclusively give opportunities for people like you who took career break because of kids, and who wants to restart their career now. There are many companies.
Understood,
All
sir.
top companies. Yeah.
Yes, sir. But the thing is, if we so projected, it won't be in that route, right? If we show projected, that means we already worked somewhere.
Still you will have it, because at that time you can say is, what you can do is, you'll have to show it long back. It depends. Out of your 8-year break, whether you cannot show 8-year experience, and you should not show also. You'll have to take maybe 4 to 5 year maximum. Either at the beginning you take a break, or currently you take a break. I mean, you show a break. Recommended you show break at the beginning and put the experience currently. Because whatever we do it, according to the current market situation, we'll have to do it. Which I will guide you. All these things will be guided one-to-one, because your scenario is not applicable to others' scenario is not applicable to you, because everybody has got different scenario, right? Accordingly, based on their resume, I will give guidance how they have to proceed. General things I will tell in the session only, but these kind of specific things will be guided one-to-one, because whatever the reason that you had is something personal to you, right? Which you don't want to disclose in the session, which I also don't feel comfortable talking, because everybody has got their own reasons for different things, which has to be confidential. Okay.
Okay, sir. I tried in without any way in which I can enter showing my genuine audit experience. It's not working. Then I felt like no way it's possible. If you want SAP consultant role, only
No. Now it
projection.
is possible. It is possible now. Those are the days gone. It was earlier without experience, no opportunity. But now, without experience, with your original experience, which is not related to SAP, there are many companies who are hiring. Those days are gone. Okay. Yeah. Raghu Kumar.
Hi, sir. Actually, nowadays many jobs or roles are getting automation. So, what about SAP FICO? So, we have can build our careers?
Consulting cannot be automated. Only end user activity can be automated. Consulting it cannot be automated. So no impact of AI in consulting. Your role, your job will be as it is. The impact will come to the user. If a user is sitting and punching the data, doing the reconciliation, making report, all these kind of things can be automated with RPAs, all this kind of a thing. But if there is a problem, system cannot do it on its own, right? You need a consultant to understand what is the scenario, what is the requirement, how it is to be mapped, what number is coming, what number is supposed to come. No automation will work here. Consultant is required. No other go. FICO consultant cannot be replaced with any AI, with any automation.
Okay, sir. Actually, now it's AI is booming now. That's
No,
where
no,
I.
no. That is for user activities, basically.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Okay, all right, fine then. Then we will be starting the regular sessions from Monday onwards. Those
this
who
Monday
are
onwards,
interested,
before.
this Monday onward, we will have the regular sessions.
Yeah, and server access will be provided, right? S4 HANA and ECC both.
Not ECC, I will give only S4. If you want ECC, you'll have to get it outside.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. Those who are not enrolled, those who wants to enroll, please put a message to me to process the payment. Once payment is done, I will add you in the group. In the main group, I'll put a message in the community also. From there also, you can read the message.
Yeah, Ajay. Hello.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Ajay. This is Nagesh. Actually, I need to speak with you. At what time I need to call?
Just give me 1 hour. After 1 hour, you can give a direct call. I'll be available today. You can call me today or tomorrow. Just give me 1 hour break. After 1 hour, you can give me a call directly. Call on WhatsApp because I'm not in India. Okay. Yeah. All right. Fine then. So we'll connect on the regular sessions from Monday onwards. Bye.
Thank you, Ajay.
Thank you.
Bye.